Made it happen. They put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 76.
From the gun, here's Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They are going for it. Goff. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, 20. Hey, tight down. There you go. Check the backer. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Let's go. Pilot 64.
They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Switch. Kill. Turn up.
James White's first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Going out. Rush in. Rush in.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Value 3. Value 3.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now it's Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Let's go.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
General West. Hey, Shell.
On third down, it's Brown. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
You're not going anywhere.
They'll try and run for it with Brown. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
Push him back. Check 99. Check 99. Shake all 66. Check X3. 218. Chopper. 23.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, 66. Ball 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He's got White here.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. From midfield, here's Brady. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on. Check. Lucky. Alert 3. Watch safety 3. Hey, ball 66.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Wait, 54. Mark 54. Stop your mind. Check. Press down. Check 1.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
No. Mike spot 4.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Show it up. Hey, Alabama. Hey.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Dorsett making the catch. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's easy.
On 2nd down now. Michelle, and not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Switch. Grab. You got tight. Regular. Easy. Check hot.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Let's go.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Any day. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Too little, Duck. 58, come on. Hey, 66.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Check 52. Check. Check motion.
On the ground, Michelle. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Go.
On 2nd down. It's White, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They stay on the ground with White. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quickly from Goff to Kupp.
I'm going to hit you.
Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Shadow! 7. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Oh, watch one. Alert!
Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Back to throw, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now it's gone. Now yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Check.
On second down now, it's Brown. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Right back to Brown. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down.
Hold on. Check.
It's fourth down.
4 now.
On fourth down, Goff. And got a man, it's Woods. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On first down, Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Goff, and Woods has it complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Goff now looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 6 yards away as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They start to drive with White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
58's the money. 58's the money. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Out.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the ground, this is Michel. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Here's Natson. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Back to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a